Hello everyone. In this session, I'll show how to configure backups in availability group cluster. So suppose you have this availability group cluster with primary replica, asynchronous replica, and synchronous replica. So how to configure backups in this case? You can take backups from any replicas in availability group cluster, but there are some limitations. When you take backups from secondary, you can take full backup with copy only option. Only copy only option. This means full backups in secondary do not impact log chain, right? If you understand what is copy only. You can take transactional log backup, but differential backups are not supported. You can take any backup when it comes to primary, okay? So, considering these limitations with secondary replica, you have several options with plus and minus points. First option is taking all backups from primary only, like taking full backup twice a week, differential backup once a day, and every 15 minutes transaction log backup. Good point of this, of course, simplicity. Also, backups include up-to-date data without lagging in replicas, right? The merits of this, of course, high load in primary. Taking backup increases I/O operations and also can increase CPU utilization. In this case, you lose a chance of using secondary replica, which is one of the main benefits of availability group cluster. Second option is taking backup only from secondary replica. In this case, you can take full backup with copy only option, okay? And you cannot take differential backup. Therefore, you are advised to take full backup more frequently, like once a day. And of course, you can take transactional log backup also every 15 minutes. The merit of this option is, of course, it reduces the load for primary. But if there is a latency between primary and secondary, backup could miss the most recent transactions. Also, if synchronization is broken, backups might be missed. Okay, some backups. Third option is a little similar. Okay, nearly similar. We take backup from secondary as long as secondary is available. If secondary is not available, we can take backup from primary. So when secondaries fail, we are taking backup from primary. Okay, as a result, demerits are decreasing, right? Compared to option 2. This is good thing. The next option is mixed one. Okay. And you can also mix backup types according to the load you have, according to your company's policies. For example, here you can take full backup only once in a week, differential backup twice a week. As you can see, compared to option 1, we are decreasing backup frequency in primary, right? To cover up these less frequency backups, you take full backup once in a day in secondary with copy only option. In this way, we can decrease the load in primary. Okay, so you can take transaction log backups in primary, so that log backups include latest data. To speak about plus point, you can see you have less load on primary and up-to-date data, but this mixed structure is a little bit complex to manage, right? Also, copy only backups cannot be used as base backup for differential backup. But overall, from my point of view, this mixed structure is much more preferable, and this mixed structure is often used by many companies. You can adjust this according to your preferences, but be sure that you do not mix the things because it becomes much complex. Okay. You can also take, for example, transactional log backup from secondary, not from primary, right? This is very much flexible. So it depends on you which one to choose, but I'm just giving most observed options for you. Okay, let me show you how to configure these options. Okay, I have this architecture AG cluster, and in this AG cluster I have 2 replicas. Okay, and as you can see, I have one database and I have AG listener. So I will create maintenance like backup jobs for this test database too. Okay, how to do that? For this, firstly, I want to show this properties, go to properties and click on backup preferences. You can see here there are different backup preferences. Okay, if you want to take backups only on primary, just click on primary. Okay, if you want to take only on secondary, click on secondary. If you want to prefer secondary, but if secondary is not available, take on backup on primary, you just choose prefer secondary. Okay, in other words, this is option 1, option 2, and option 3, which we talked about, and we can call this also option 4. Okay, I'll explain one by one. So now let's talk about creating backup plan with option 1, which is taking backups only on primary. Okay, for this I'll click on primary, this one, and click OK. Okay, then after that I will just right click maintenance plan and click on maintenance plan, new maintenance plan, and I will call this full backup. Full backup, right? And let's make it option 1 and click OK. As soon as you create this, this screen will appear, and you can see here toolbox. Okay, click on toolbox. As soon as you click on toolbox, these options become available. Okay, different kind of maintenance plan tasks. You click on backup database task here. Okay, and so you can see backup database task, database on. You can just now you can just change this plan. I will double click on it. Double click. Okay. So here you can choose different options. First, I want to take full backup on primary, right? So I will choose full backup and click on the specific AG database here. Click OK. As soon as you create choose AG database and full backup, this kind of warning will come out. This backup type is not supported on secondary replica, and this task will fail if task runs on secondary replica, right? We know that because on secondary we cannot take full backup. We can take only full backup with copy only. Okay, so therefore this warning will come out. Then I will choose destination where to take backup, right? You can see I'm taking backup to this default destination, MCSQL backup. You can change this location to shared disk or any kind of location which you prefer. Usually, you had better take backup to shared folder where this shared folder is available to both primary and secondary. Okay, it is better just to take backup to gather backup files in one location. Okay, so I just since I don't have such kind of location, I just choose default one. Okay, then I will go to options, right? So options, here you can see different options. I will choose first the compressed backup. Okay, so compressed backup has advantages and disadvantages. Compressed backup means like if you compress backup, like less space is taken. But if you compress backup, CPU utilization increases on primary because CPU is used to compress backup. So therefore you might face a little bit higher CPU when you compress backup. So therefore you should be aware of this. Then backup set will expire. No need for expiry. And you can see we can choose copy only backup, right? Which we don't here because we need without copy only here. Then we can choose verify the backup integrity, right? Check something. We don't need that. If you want to check like encrypt your backup, right? You can choose algorithm and a certificate, right? You can choose. But you don't need this one now. So I will just unclick this. I don't choose this one, and I will just take okay, everything's okay. I'll just create this. Okay. Now you can see backup, full backup is full backup task has been created. Then what you will do is right click here and save selected items. Right? Save selected items. Then there is one more thing you should do. Okay, scheduling. Right? how you should schedule it to run at specific time. For this, you will just schedule here. Okay, and here reoccurring enabled. So in the case of option 1, as you might remember, we will do full backup twice in a week. Okay, we will occurs on let's say Monday, and not on Monday, let's say on Thursday and Sunday. Okay, Thursday and Sunday, 2 days. So occurs at this AM during like a little bit less load time, and the start date from today I'm going to start, and the no end date. Okay, click OK. Now I scheduled and I set the task and right click and save selected items. Now you can close this one. And if you refresh this, your task will come out. Okay, and in SQL Server agent, you should also start SQL Server agent here. So you can see agent is running. Okay, and jobs, you can see now we have a job, right? So you can see properties, go to properties, and steps here, steps, and edit. You can see here there's a job, SQL Server. It runs on the SQL Server agent service account. Okay, so everything is the same as other jobs. So basically this is just how we plan full backup, right, with the help of maintenance plan. Okay, this is full backup, which runs twice in a week. Next one is we create new plan, this time differential backup, right? Differential backup, we will do differential backup, right? Differential backup, option 1. Option 1. And click OK. Now again, we will click on Toolbox, Backup Database Task, double click, right? And here we will choose differential and choose our database, test database. Click OK. And back up to this destination, the same destination, and we will compress it, right? So everything is the same. We don't do any kind of further things. So click OK. Now, and regarding the scheduling, recurring, I will make it every day, daily. Okay, every day, of course, once at 12 a.m. and without end date, starting from today. Okay, so click OK. Now this differential backup is also set, and right click here. Do not forget, right click, save selected item, save. Then after saving, just close it. And now we have full backup, differential backup, right? Now our last one is transaction log backup. Transaction log backup, option 1, right? Option 1. So click OK. So, and we will click on Toolbox here, Toolbox, pick up task, the same thing, double click on this, and here I will choose transaction log backup, and I will choose test database, and I will create destination is the same, okay, the same, backup, and options, just compress. Okay, so backup to disk and everything is the same, and I will run this like every hour. Okay, of course every daily, make it daily, of course every 1 hour, but not 1 hour, like minutes, every 15 minutes, right? And starting today. Okay, so click OK. Now you can see I set it transaction log backup disk and compressed on, right? And right click and save and close it. Now you can see I have 3 jobs, right? Differential backup, and full backup and transaction log backup. So now everything is working fine, and this is option 1. Okay, this is option 1. The next thing you should do is, we created this on primary, right? But what about on secondary? For example, if failover happens from primary to secondary, this jobs does not run on secondary by default. Therefore, you should create the same job on secondary also. Okay, so what you will do is, you go to secondary. I'll go to my secondary. This is my secondary. Okay, and create exactly the same job. I will just maintenance plan, new maintenance plan. I will repeat the same thing, full backup on the primary, on the secondary, sorry. So option 1 created. Now you can see I created the same plans on secondary also, on primary and secondary also. On primary, these jobs will succeed, but on secondary, since we are choosing here, right? Since we are choosing primary, on secondary, these jobs will not run. Okay? So therefore, to summarize, if you want to run the jobs on primary only, choose here primary option and create the same jobs, differential, full backup and transaction log backup on both primary and secondary. The jobs on secondary will not run, but on primary they will run. Okay, because you are choosing this option. This was the first option. Before moving to second option, I want to disable first option. Okay, for this you'll just go to SQL Server agent, right click this job and disable. Okay, I disabled it, and full backup also I will disable, and I will also disable log backup. Okay, now let's switch to second option, which is taking the backup only on secondary. For this, again, I will go to properties of my AG cluster and go to backup preferences and click on secondary only. Okay, and click OK. Then I go to, again, maintenance plan, right click, new maintenance plan, and here I will choose like full backup. Okay, full backup, copy only, and option 2, right? So you can see here again, toolbox, I will click on toolbox and I'll click on here and double click on this task, and I will do full backup, right? Correct. And I will go to test database with my AG database. Then I go to destination is okay, and I go to options. Here you should choose copy only backup now, right? Then I will choose compress backup. That's all. You don't need to do anything else. Okay, so this means that I'm taking full backup with copy only and compressing backup. Okay, and click OK. Now the job is created, and I go to scheduling. So I want to run this every day, right? Every day, daily, at this time, and never ending, starting from today, right? Click OK. And right click, save, and close. Now, second option is created. Full backup, copy only. And one more thing is transaction log backup. Transactional log backup, which is option 2, right? And click OK again. And again, the same thing will repeat. And double click on this and transaction log backup. And click on our database. Click OK. And the destination, the same. Options, compress. That's all. We don't need to do anything else. Click OK. And I want to run this every 15 minutes. Okay. And right click, save. Now that's all. And close it. Okay. So we created this same plan. We created these plans like for option a full backup, copy only, and transaction log backup. And in the primary, right? Now we should create the same plan, maintenance plan on secondary. I go to secondary, and again I go to my agent jobs and disable this current differential backup and other jobs from option 1. Save. That's all. Okay. As you can see, I created for option 2 the same. I created transaction log backup and full backup copy only, right? And on both primary and secondary, the same jobs. But these jobs will run only on secondary. Okay. Why? Because we already set it to run these jobs on secondary only. Okay. We cannot set differential backup because differential backup we cannot run on secondary, right? So I did not create differential backup job for option 2. Okay, I hope that you also understood this option. Okay, next option is option 3, right? There is no so much difference between option 3 and option 2. The only difference is you should go to properties of AG cluster, click on backup preferences, and click on prefer secondary, and click OK. After this, all the full backup copy only in option 2 and transaction log backup, of course, it will be taken on secondary, but if secondary is not available, it is taken on the primary. Okay. So there's so much difference as you can see between option 2 and option 3. The only difference is you should just change this backup preferences to this prefer secondary. That's all. Now it's time for a little bit more complex backup plan, which is mixed one, right? As you might remember, in the mixed case, we will create full backup, differential backup, and transactional backup in primary, and full backup with copy only in secondary. Okay, how to do that? First of all, I will go to my AG properties and go to backup preferences and click on primary. Okay, and click OK. Then I will go to management and I will remove all of this. I will disable. Let's say disable it. Okay, this full back plan, disable it. And also, is there any? Okay, disable. So I disable other options. So I'll create new plan for mixed one, right? Mixed, let's say like full backup option 4, right? Option 4, mixed one. So I will click OK. Then in the case of full backup, I will go to toolbox, okay, and I'll choose, double click on it, and full, I will choose, and I'll choose my database, AG database, click OK, and I'll go to destination the same, options, I will compress it, okay, and I will not change anything else, okay, click OK. Then as you might remember, I should run this once in a week, right? Once in a week. So I'll run it only on Sunday. Okay. So, and it is from today and everything's okay. Click OK. Then right click, save it and close it. That's all. So full backup for option 3 is created, right? So option 3, this is option 3. Option 4, sorry. Option 4, full backup, option 4. Now we will create differential backup, right? Differential backup, option 4. Again, option 4. Click OK. The same thing, we will repeat. Backup database and double click on this. Differential we will choose, database we will choose, and we will choose destination the same, options, compress it, and we will not choose anything else, and click OK. Okay, so now we will set schedule, right? And backup plan, the differential backup should occur twice in a week, okay? Thursday and Sunday. Okay, from today, and everything's okay, and right click, save it and close it. And so option 4 of differential is ready. And finally, transactional log backup, right? Transactional log backup, option 4. Option 4. So then we will again go to backup database, double click on this, and transactional log backup. From where? AG database, click OK, options, compress, and that's all. And click OK. And this should happen every 15 minutes. Okay, so click OK. That's all. And this happen only on primary. We will create the same jobs on secondary also. So you can see I created for differential backup, full backup, and transactional log backup the same backup plans in secondary. So now we should create also full backup with copy only, which run only in secondary, right? So how to do that? So we cannot use a default maintenance plan. We should create a job, custom job for that. For this, I will right click the SQL Server jobs and click new job, okay, and name it as full backup copy only, okay, and click on steps and click new. And here I will just run like copy only backup, and then I will run it as SQL script. What script I should run here, right? What script? I have one script. This script. You can see, first of all, I'm defining who is primary currently. For that, I'm using this one, right? Okay, this select query. If you run select query, this comes out as 1, okay, because I'm running it in primary. Then, if the server is not primary, run this backup command with copy only, I'm saying. Okay, very much straightforward, right? It means this job should be run only in secondary. If it is primary, we will skip this command. Okay, so I will just copy this one and paste it to here, okay, and click OK. And schedules, okay, and we will new schedule what schedule? Copy only. Here, copy only. Only occurring daily and occurs once in daily. Okay, click OK and click OK. That's all. So this copy only job will be run only in secondary. For that also we will again create the same job in secondary also. Okay, we will copy this, all of them, and paste it to secondary and create the same job. Okay, it's a little bit copy and paste. Okay, and create it. Okay, so to summarize, I created for option 4 full backup and the differential backup, transaction log backups, right, which run only in primary. And when it comes to secondary, we will run full backup copy only daily, right, once in a day, by using like custom job. Okay, and I'm using for that this query. Okay, these are the ways to create backup jobs in availability group cluster. I hope that you found this session useful. Thank you.